Hi children, welcome to our class. Today we are going to discuss about an interesting topic called Home Sweet Home. What is the name of the lesson children? Home Sweet Home. This is a lesson from EVS subject for second class children. Children, here in this lesson we will learn about houses, types of houses, temporary houses, permanent houses, a good house and makers of a house. In this lesson we will cover all these topics in detail. We all live in a house. Children, where do we live? We all live in a house. You live in a house, I live in a house, and everybody lives in a house. All of us lives in a house. It protects us from heat, cold, rain, thieves and wild animals. Children, house gives us protection from bad weather like heat, cold, rain, storms, wind, etc. and from dangers like thieves and wild animals. If thieves attack us, it will be a danger, and also wild animals, if they attacks us, it will also be a danger. House gives us protection from thieves and wild animals also. So house gives us protection from all kinds of dangers. It gives us shelter, comfort and rest. Children, house gives us shelter. What is shelter? Shelter is a place for us to live. It gives us comfort. We feel more comfortable at home now, children. We can take rest at home. So house gives us shelter, comfort and rest. It is a place where we feel safe and happy. At home, we can feel very safe and happy. Children, do you feel safe and happy at your home? Yes, all of us feel safe and happy at our home. Types of houses. In your previous class, you have studied about a kacha house and a pakka house. Children, in our previous classes, we have studied about kacha house and pakka house. We know what is kacha house and pakka house. Houses can be grouped into two categories, temporary and permanent. Children, we can divide the houses into two categories. We can categorize the houses into two categories. They are temporary and permanent. Temporary means only for a short period of time. Permanent means forever. Temporary houses. Temporary houses are not very strong houses. Children, temporary houses are not very strong. They will not be strong. They are cheaper and easier to build. Temporary houses are cheaper and easier to build. That means we can build the temporary houses with very low cost and also very easily. Most of the temporary houses can be moved from one place to another. We can move these temporary houses from one place to another. They are made of mud, bamboo, straw, canvas, wood, etc. Children, temporary houses are made from mud. We use mud to build temporary houses. We also use bamboo, straw, canvas and wood for building the temporary houses. We use all these items for building the temporary houses. Let us read about some temporary houses. Children, now we will discuss about some temporary houses. We can say that these are the types of temporary houses. A tent house is made of nylon or canvas cloth. It is used by campers or soldiers. Tent house. Tent house is an example of temporary house. It is made of nylon or canvas cloth. It is kind of cloth. With this type of nylon or canvas cloth, we will build a tent house. And this tent house is used by campers or soldiers. Indian army soldiers, we have heard about the army soldiers now, children. Those soldiers or campers, the persons who goes on camps will use this kind of tent houses. They build this tent house using nylon or canvas cloth. Tell me, children, what material we will use for building a tent house? Yes, very good. We use nylon or canvas cloth. Some people move from one place to another. They live in houses on wheels which are driven by animals. Such houses are called caravans. Such houses are called caravans. Some people will move from one place to another, from one city to another city, from one town to another town. That means from one place to another. Some people will move like that, from one place to another. They all lives in a houses on wheels. These houses will be driven by animals. We call that houses as caravans. What do we call, children? We call that houses as caravans. A modern caravan is driven by an engine. Earlier the caravans were driven by animals, but now the modern caravans, this generation caravans are driven by engines. Such caravans are commonly seen in USA and Canada. They are called motor homes. Children, these modern caravans which are driven by engines, these modern caravans can be seen in foreign countries like USA and Canada. We can see this kind of modern caravans. Look here, children, look at the picture. This is a modern caravan. This is driven by an engine. There is no animal pulling this caravan. This is driven by engine. We can see such type of caravans in USA and Canada, like foreign countries. We call these modern caravans as motor homes. What do we call them? We call them motor homes. A houseboat is a house on a boat. A houseboat is also an example of temporary houses. It is a house on a boat. What is houseboat, children? What is houseboat? It is a house on a boat. See, in the name only we can say what is a houseboat. A houseboat is a house on a boat. It keeps floating in water. Children, boat flows in water. So, a house on the boat also flows in water. So, we can say houseboat flows on water. It keeps floating on water. Houseboats can be commonly seen in water bodies in the states of Kerala and Kashmir. Children, where can we see this kind of houseboats? See, children, this is an example of houseboat. Where can we see this kind of houseboat? We can see such kind of houseboats on large water bodies like Kerala and Kashmir. See, houseboats are built on water. We can build these houseboats only on water. So we can see such kind of houseboats on large water bodies like rivers and all. We can see such kinds of houseboats in Kerala and Kashmir. This is an example of houseboat. Next, on coming to this, a stilt house. Stilt house is also an example of temporary house. A stilt house is a house that stands on bamboo pillars. What is a stilt house, children? It is a house that stands on bamboo pillars. See, these are the bamboo pillars. Stilt house means a house that is built on bamboo pillar. We can say this. Stilt house is a house that is built on bamboo pillars. They are made in areas which receive heavy rainfall. Stilt houses can be seen in the areas where there is heavy rainfall. If we have heavy rainfall, there will be flood. So water enters into our houses. So to avoid this kind of situation, we build the houses in certain heights using bamboo pillars. This kind of houses are called stilt houses. Okay, now children, what are these called? Stilt houses. Houses with sloping roofs are found in places that receive heavy rainfall or snowfall. Children, houses with sloping roofs means this kind of houses. This has a slope. Okay, now children, houses with sloping roofs are found in places where we have heavy rainfall. If rain falls here, it directly flows onto the ground. Or if snow falls here, after a certain time it melts and flows down. So we build this kind of houses in a place where there is heavy rainfall or snowfall. The sloping roof allows rains or snow to slide down easily. As we already said, we build this kind of sloping roofs because this allows the snow or rain to slide down easily. It easily falls down onto the earth. So there will be no accumulation of snow or rain water on the roofs. So we build such kind of sloping roofs on the houses. An igloo is a house made of blocks of ice. Children, here we can see the image of igloo. We have already seen igloos in the earlier classes, right? This is an image of igloo. Igloo is a house made of blocks of ice. We build igloo with ice. As children, we build igloo with ice. It is made in places which remain covered with ice throughout the year. We can see such kind of igloo houses in a places where there will be ice forever. Like for years there will be ice on the earth. Like Antarctica, in such places where ice will be throughout the year, 365 days a year, we can see igloos in such kind of places. A mud house is made of straw, bamboo, twigs, dry leaves and mud. Children, what is mud house made of? It is made of straw, bamboo, twigs, dry leaves and mud. We build mud house with these materials. A mud house remains cool inside. Children, inside the mud house it will be very cool. This is why it is commonly found in hot desert areas. Children, it will be cool inside the mud house now, so we build this kind of mud houses in hot areas like deserts. In deserts there will be no water and it will be very hot in the deserts. So we build this kind of mud houses in the deserts. So children, this is all about the temporary houses. Now we will discuss about permanent house. We will discuss about permanent house. Permanent houses are made of bricks, cement, iron rods, concrete, steel, glass, etc. These houses are very strong. Children, what are permanent houses made of? These are made up of bricks, cement, iron rods, concrete, steel, glass, etc. We can see such kind of houses around us. Children, now we are living in a permanent house. Our house is built using bricks, cement, concrete, iron rods and steel, everything. So we can say the example of permanent house is our house which we are living in right now. These permanent houses are very strong because they are built with these strong materials. Some permanent houses are, children, here they gave the examples of some permanent houses. A Pakka house. A Pakka house has one or two stories. Stories means floors, two floors. See, in Pakka house there will be one or two floors. A Bangla. Bangla is a big house with a garden in the front. Children, what is a Bangla? Bangla is a very big house. And in front of this big house there will be a garden. We call such kind of houses as Bangla. And flats and apartments. This is also an example of permanent house. A flat or an apartment is a house in a multi-storied building. Multi-storied means so many stories. So many stories means so many floors. Flat or apartments means it has so many stories like floors. This is about permanent houses. Children, there is something in the no more. Very tall buildings that seem to touch the sky are called skyscrapers. Children, in big cities we can see very tall buildings. If we see from the ground, there will be like the building is touching the sky. We can feel like the building is touching the sky. That means it is very tall. That kind of tall buildings are called skyscrapers. Okay, now children, what are the kind of tall buildings called? Skyscrapers. We call such kind of tall buildings as which looks like they are touching the sky. We call such buildings as skyscrapers. We should always keep our house clean and tidy. This is an elder talk. Children, what do our elders say? This is a tip. This is a good talk from our elders. We should always keep our house clean and tidy. We should keep our house very clean and very neat. This is a good talk from our elders. Okay now children, now we will discuss about a good house. A good house is airy and clean. A good house is airy and clean. That means a good house will be very clean and it has very good ventilation. It has many windows to let in fresh air and sunlight. A good house will have many windows. Why do we have many windows in a good house? Because through the windows we will get fresh air. See, if we don't have windows, the air we breathe in and out will be stored there only. There is no way to go out. So the air remains in that place only. If we have many windows, the waste air will go out and the fresh air comes in. And we can receive sunlight. Sunlight has D vitamin. It is good for our health. So if we have many windows, we can get so much fresh air and sunlight. It has proper drainage. A good house means a good house must have proper drainage system. Its surroundings are clean with lots of plants around it. Good house must be clean. Not only inside, its surroundings also must be clean with lots of plants around it. There will be so many plants around a good house. It has a clean neighborhood. That means the surroundings and the neighborhoods must be clean around a good house. Okay now children, this is all about good house. Makers of a house. This is the last topic in our lesson, makers of a house. Children, makers means the persons who build the house. Makers of a house means the persons who build a house. A house is built by many persons working together. See children, only one person can't build a house. Building a house means there will be so many persons involved in it. We need different persons like electrician, carpenter, mason, painter, plumber and different persons who work together to build a house. So see children, for a house we need current, power supply. So we need electrician. For laying the bricks and all we need a mason. For painting the house we need painter. So there will be different persons involved in building a house. We will discuss about the persons who are involved in building a house. See here, an electrician lays the electric wires and fixes plugs and switches on the walls. Children, what does an electrician do? Electrician is a person among the other persons who works together to build a house. Electrician works regarding the power supply, in fixing the plugs or switches on the walls and giving the current supply. This is the work of an electrician. Next, plumber. Plumber fits and repairs the pipes, taps and fittings of water supply in the house. What does a plumber do? Plumber will look at the work which is regarding the fixing of pipes, taps, repair of pipes, taps and water related problems in the house. Painter. A painter paints the house. What does a painter do? Painter paints the house. A carpenter. A carpenter makes doors, windows and cupboards from wood. Children, what is the work of a carpenter? Carpenter makes doors, woods and cupboards, windows and cupboards from wood. Carpenter prepares the furniture of the house from wood. Next, a mason. Mason lays the bricks to build the walls and roofs. Laborers provide the required help. Mason means, what is the work of a mason? He lays the bricks to build the walls and roofs. See here children, here the mason is laying the bricks to build walls or to build roofs. And for this mason, laborers will help in building the house using bricks and cement, concrete. We will use all these things in building the walls and roofs. Next, an architect makes the plan of a house. What is the work of an architect? He will make the plan of a house. That means he will plan how the house should be built, in which place, which room have to become. These all things are planned by architect. All the above people work hard for several months to build a house. See children, all the people we have discussed now, electrician, carpenter, plumber, painter, mason, architect, all these people work very hard for several months to build us a house. They all work hard for giving us a good house. So we have to thank them all. Okay children, this is all about the lesson Home Sweet Home. Okay children, now we will read the questions regarding the lesson Home Sweet Home, which we have studied just now. Why do we need a house? Say along with me children. Why do we need a house? Children, why do we need a house? We need a house to provide shelter and to protect us. A house gives us shelter and it protects us from heat, cold, rain, thieves and wild animals. Why do we need a house? A house gives us shelter and it protects us from heat, cold, rain, thieves and wild animals. What are the two types of houses? The two types of houses are permanent and temporary. Say with me children, what are the two types of houses? The two types of houses are permanent and temporary. Write any two things that a good house has. Write any two things that a good house has. A good house is airy and clean. Its surroundings are clean with lots of plants around it. A good house is airy. A-I-R-Y. We'll pronounce it as airy. A good house is airy and clean. Its surroundings are clean with lots of plants around it. What work does an electrician do? What work does an electrician do? An electrician lays the electric wires and fixes plugs and switches on the walls. An electrician lays the electric wires and fixes plugs and switches on the walls. Okay children, this is all about the lesson Home Sweet Home, and we have discussed all the topics in the lesson and we have studied the question and answers in this lesson. Okay children, study well. We will meet in the next class.